One-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the Koppel Chevrolet GMC studios. Here is your host, Derek Pearson. Presented by Beatrice Bakery on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Open my eyes. What do you see? It's the cult of personality. Living color. Adopted by CM Punk. 402-464-5685. Starter Heyman text on Honda Lincoln Hotline. We are live on the Starter Heyman video stream. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can see what's going on in studio. You guys can reach out. We want to thank the folks from Beatrice Bakery on a Tuesday. So today would be a good day to accept nominees for a care package from Beatrice Bakery. And I'm thinking today in my head, peach or apple streusel.
You keep saying that.
Yeah.
You keep saying that, and I want one.
Yeah. Yeah. Rick's coming today.
I'm going to fight Rick.
Rick's coming today. Get him. Or the chocolate.
I'll help him bring him in,
chocolate.
and there might be like 2 or 3 or 10.
Yeah, he's supposed to come in today. So we'll do that. We'll talk to him. As a matter of fact, he's coming in tonight to hang out with the volleyball girls for a bit. He wants to make some sort of presentation with them.
Fun.
To do that. And then the folks from Heavenly Waffles be here tonight as well.
You told me what they're going to make, and I just want to request Heavenly Waffles.
No request.
Tomorrow.
Show up.
Tomorrow.
Show up.
Tomorrow for Priscilla and I.
Show up, Rico.
We'll give them wine.
Show up.
Can we trade waffles for wine?
I don't know. I have to ask him.
Wine and waffles. Good combo? I don't see why not.
I'm sure he could do something with it. Chef Bob could come up with something.
No.
He could come up with something. So we'll see. But if you're gonna be around tonight, they're getting here at 5:00.
DB's got me racking my brain over here.
Well, this is where we were, right? So if I said what school, and the correct question would be what schools have had the most Heisman Trophy winners? What schools, plural?
Oklahoma.
Why would you say Oklahoma?
I don't know. They had like 3 in a row at one point.
And then that's not even, those are just the quarterbacks. That's not even the running backs.
Yeah, they've had running backs. Oklahoma has to be one of them.
Oklahoma has 7.
Is that?
Ohio State has 7.
Ha! I was right. Wait, was I right? Or is 7 not the highest?
USC has 6.
Whew.
Alabama has 4.
Only 4?
4.
Mark Ingram.
And
Derrick Henry.
There is a program of note who has not been mentioned.
Nebraska has 3.
Nebraska has 3. There's one other program that
should have been 4.
7.
Florida.
There's another program that has 7.
It's not Florida. It's
It
stupid.
is not Florida.
Florida has like 2.
It is not. Florida has 3.
Oh, okay.
Florida has 3. Florida State has 3. Michigan, Nebraska, Auburn, and the last team who has 3 would take you until 2:00 to figure out.
Navy.
No. Navy has 2.
Dang it.
Navy has 2.
Wisconsin. They have like 1.
No.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to guess. You said it'll take me till 2:00.
You started at Navy.
Air Force, Army.
Okay. Army.
I knew it was one of them.
Army. So sitting at the top with 7, along with Ohio State and Oklahoma, are the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame.
I always forget about Notre Dame. Which is fine. Nobody cares about Notre Dame.
Stupid Notre Dame. Can you name Wisconsin's 2 Heisman winners?
One of them is it should be automatic, but I just
Ron
spaced his
Dane
name.
is,
Yeah,
Ron Dane is one. Who's the other? I know. I had the same.
Who
reaction.
even?
I
I just know Ron Dane as Wisconsin.
I had the same.
Who is it?
I had the same reaction.
Russell Wilson.
You're funny. So Ron Dane in 1999. And you got to go back.
1960s.
You got to go back.
1940s.
As Burma would say, you got to go back. I'll let the text line. Maybe the text line can tell me who that second Wisconsin.
Can the text line let us know who the second Wisconsin Heisman winner is?
In the 50s.
Oh my goodness.
The 50s.
Yeah, you remember when he was drafted, right?
Yeah, but it's a name. It's a name.
Is it?
And in truth, the reason why he's important is because he was the last. Ready for this? Fullback.
Oh,
He was
I'm
the
not
last
getting that.
fullback
to win the Heisman. Wow.
That's how long it's been, since 1954.
Yeah, but he wasn't drafted number 1 overall, like my man Corbett. Corbett Davis. Was he? No. Corbett Davis is the only fullback.
Third.
Ha-ha.
He was drafted third.
Take that.
This player was drafted third. He was followed by Howard Hopalong Cassidy and Paul Hornig.
Yeah, I'm not getting this name. I looked it up.
Alan Amici.
I'm not getting that.
Alan Amici is the correct answer.
I've never heard of Alan Amici.
You have to.
Have I?
Seriously?
I don't think I have.
Oh, Rico. That worries me a little bit.
Why? Should I have heard of Alan Amici?
The very first player to win the Heisman. Jay Burwinger. Text line. Where did Jay Burwinger go to college?
Say that last name
Jay
5 times
Burwinger.
fast.
Yeah, Cadoba guy finally gets to meet you, but I just told you. I just said it.
Yeah, but they're like 5 seconds behind. So
I just said it. Right?
Where did Burwinger go to college?
He was a halfback.
I remember halfbacks.
And he was pretty good because he collected 43% of the of the votes. 43%.
And he was the very first Heisman winner.
Very first.
What year was that?
1935. There's some dudes.
So there's probably like 12 other colleges playing.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was because you got to remember that. So after Burwinger, the next 2 Heisman winners were both from Yale.
Yale also has like 27. Yale has like 27 national championships. So, and I'm gonna look.
Yes, Cheddar.
I've said this.
Alan Amici won a Super Bowl with the Colts. He did, in fact.
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Any records before black people were allowed to play sports, I don't count them.
You don't count them?
I don't count them.
Okay. I'm trying to think of when. So what's the line? The very first. Who was the first African American to win the Heisman? First, as you just spoke to it.
Yeesh.
The very first. And there have been movies about him.
Movies about him. Very first. I instinctively wanted to say Jim Brown, but I feel like that's
same
not.
School.
Oh,
Ernie Davis.
yes.
Ernie Davis in 1961 was the first.
I say Jim Brown is way too recent.
Got 25% of the votes.
Nice.
25% of the votes. Here's what's weird. The following year, Terry Baker from Oregon State, who was a quarterback, won the Heisman with 21% of the votes, but he was more renowned as a basketball player. But he won the Heisman. And then Roger Staubach won it. John Hewitt won it in 1964.
And then went to go fight in the war.
Yeah. Captain America, because that's what Captain America does. Mike Garrett from USC started the train of USC and UCLA folks, right? That you had. I mean, they for a minute they were running back because you had a bunch of guys. They actually had a guy who should have won it and didn't. Anthony Davis played tailback for them, but it was Mike Garrett, the old ball coach, Steve Spurrier. Spurrier.
He is the only, I think, still to this day, the only person to have won a Heisman as a player and coach a Heisman winner?
Yes.
Yes.
I think that was true. Then Gary Beeben won from UCLA, quarterback who won 63% of the votes. He beat out O.J. Simpson as a junior when O.J. was a junior, but then O.J. got it right because the following year O.J. wins it after putting up 2,800 yards of total offense.
Goodness gracious.
And collecting 80% of the votes. 80%. I'm trying to see if that's the highest.
Is that the highest? I'll look that up. You keep going through there. I'll look up if 80%
If
is.
80% is the highest. Then Steve Owens, who was actually, that's the last fullback. Steve Owens from Oklahoma.
Oh.
There it is. Had to keep looking for it. Thought it was there.
That is a lot closer than I thought it was. Oh, found it. That was really quick. 95.47% of the votes
was
Joe Burrow.
Wow. So we really don't even reach anymore.
But the most first place votes.
Actual number of votes.
O.J. Simpson, 855.
Yeah, he got the most votes. And then they've included more people into it. Then Jim Plunkett from Stanford. One of two from Stanford to get it. I believe it's two. I don't think it's three. I think it's two. Plunkett and Elway.
Yeah, because Luck didn't win it. He got second.
Pat Sullivan from
RG3.
Auburn. And then, of course, the Jet, Johnny Rogers, 72. He only got 38% of the votes.
Wow.
But Oklahoma, I want to say Billy Sims.
Mm.
I'm not sure who the top. Look up who the top three vote getters were in 1972.
1972.
Yeah, give me that. John Capoletti. He ain't heavy. He's my brother. Archie Griffin won them both in 74 and 75, 59% as a junior and 57% as a senior. Then we got fancy. This was the run. Touchdown Tony Dorsett from Pitt, 75% of the votes. Earl Campbell, Tyler Rose, 49%. Billy Sims from Oklahoma, 26%. He only got 26% of the vote. Charles White in 1979.
So I found the 1972.
72, give it to me.
Johnny Rogers won it. Greg Pruitt got second.
Greg Pruitt figures an Oklahoma running back.
Rich Glover got third.
Wow. Why do we not tie them?
Nobody talks about that at all.
Right?
Because Ndamukong Suh got fourth or third, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, he was so fantastic, so close to winning it, closest deal." Rich Glover got third.
Well, but imagine that if Johnny's not on that team, Glover wins it because he would jump over Billy Sims because he's the best player on the best team. Greg Pruitt.
Well, so
Greg and Mike Pruitt.
Greg Pruitt was up. So there's an article. I haven't read it yet, but I can just tell by it. Greg Pruitt wishes that voting had come after bowl season. Greg Pruitt believes he would have won it if the voting came after bowl season.
I don't think that was true because didn't Johnny return a punt in the bowl game?
I'm going to read the story.
Yeah. Read that for the next break. When we come back, you can give us that one. Yeah, because I would imagine that's pretty interesting. George Rogers from South Carolina, one of my favorite people in the league.
I have to subscribe to keep reading. Damn you, Tulsa World.
Yeah, keep it all to yourself. George Rogers, and then Marcus Allen, Herschel Walker, some guy named Mike Rozier.
Never heard of him.
From apparently he got 57% of the votes.
That's a decent percentage.
Mike, somebody from some school. Doug Flutie the following year.
Flutie Flakes.
Bo Jackson in 85. Vinny Testaverde collected 70% of the vote. 70%. Tim Brown, Notre Dame. Barry Sanders from Oklahoma State. The one that most people talk about, 1989, Andre Ware. These next couple, you got a couple of questions. All right, so type in 1989 Heisman.
1989 Heisman.
Heisman voting. Because I got to know who was it in that year that Andre Ware gets the.
Who this is? There's
That's
two names I know on here, and they are Emmitt Smith and Ty Detmer at 7th and 9th respectively.
Who was 2 and 3?
Anthony Thompson out of Indiana.
Wow.
And Major Harris
from West Virginia.
I'm
surprised that Major Harris. Well, but then he had one turd burger of a game on national TV against Penn State that cost him a Heisman. I believe that.
Major Harris got 115 first, 115 second, 134 third.
Wow. And then Ty Detmer then comes back and wins it in 90. Gets 53% of the vote. Who's on that list for 1990?
Raheem Ismail.
Rocket. Rocket Ismail.
And Eric Bieniemy.
For whatever reason, Rocket was the guy that year. And then we ended up Rocket coming to Carolina, and that didn't go particularly well. Didn't go as well.
This was close. Closer than a lot of the other ones. Ty Detmer had 1,482 total votes. Rocket had 1,177.
And then the next year, 1991, drum roll, Desmond Howard.
Casey Weldon, Ty Detmer.
All right, so the battle kept going.
Marshall Faulk, 9th.
Right. Whoops, got that wrong.
He's a freshman,
and they got it wrong. They got it wrong again the next year with Gino Torretta.
Marshall Faulk, 2nd.
They got it wrong. Like they absolutely got it wrong.
Garrison Hurst.
Yeah, they got it wrong. Like
Charlie Ward, 6th.
And then they
Drew
got
Bledsoe,
it right.
8th.
But Charlie Ward got it right because he got it the next year in 1993.
Heath Schuler, David Palmer,
which was such a bomb.
Marshall Faulk.
Like
he went from 9th to 2nd to 4th.
That's why Marshall Faulk was angry for the first part of his career.
Understandable. Understandable. He got 7 first place votes.
Yo, man, like
300 attempts, 1,530 yards, 21 touchdowns.
Charlie Ward in 93 collected 84% of the votes.
Oh, yeah, it's not close. Like, it's not. He has 740 first place votes. Heath Schuler has 10.
Heath Schuler was a nice guy. So his draft.
David Palmer has 16.
He got drafted, and then we came into D.C. We had dinner. He had dinner at my restaurant the night that he came to D.C. Mm-hmm. And we sat for probably 2 hours. Nice guy, right? Mm-hmm. Just kind of, likable. But he wasn't a bowl of charming. So 94, the late Rashaan Salam from Colorado.
Kijana Carter, Penn State. Ooh. Steve McNair.
Yeah, they should have given
Alcorn State.
Yeah. That was a year that McNair was the best player in the country.
Some other names you might recognize. Warren Sapp at 6th. Lawrence Phillips at 8th. You ready for this? First time I've seen this. Zach Wiegert at 9th.
Mm-hmm.
Offensive lineman. Top 10 in the Heisman.
Getting in. It was that kind of year.
He had 27 votes.
Yeah, 95 with Eddie George.
He had one person voted in first place. One person.
Wonder where that was.
Well, Lawrence Phillips also got one, so.
I wonder.
Whatever, man.
I wonder where he was from. 95, Eddie George.
Touchdown Tommy, 2nd. Danny Werfel.
Do you have issue with that? Why is there fewer people arguing that Tommy who's
there are tons of people. There are people not Nebraska fans that have issue with that.
Right? I mean, we understand what Eddie did, but Tommy didn't win. In the following year, Danny Werfel won it.
Yeah.
In 96. How is that possible?
Eddie had 328 attempts, 1,927 yards, 24 touchdowns. Tommy Frazier completed 92 passes for 1,362 yards, 17 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions, but most of his damage was done on the ground.
Yeah, that Danny Werfel pick. Like Eddie George, I kind of understood. Mm-hmm. The Danny Werfel. in 96.
Hey, Spurrier's Heisman guy.
Yeah, I mean that's how it plays out, and I think it had a lot to do with it.
Who? You want to know who finished third that year?
Yeah, give it to
in
me.
96?
Yeah.
Jake Plummer.
Yeah, and
actually, I talked about Zach Wiegert being the first offensive lineman that I've seen. 4th place, Orlando Pace.
Yeah, it's a step up, and there was a run because there was some presence because of the Hogs that people started to put, and then the pipeline started to really get rooted.
Peyton Manning at 8th that year.
97, Charles Woodson, who beat out Peyton
and Ryan Leaf
and
Randy Moss.
Yeah, Randy Moss was,
and Ricky Williams.
Yeah, and then Ricky got it right the following year.
Goodness gracious, that 97. Wow.
Yeah, how about that? And then 98.
98, not as impressive.
Ricky wins it. Well,
although there's some great. So Ricky's first, Michael Bishop second, Cade McNown is third, Tim Couch, Donovan McNabb, Dante Culpepper, Champ Bailey, Torrey Holt.
Good players.
That's your top 8.
Good player. The following year is Ron Dane.
There it is.
There's Wisconsin's baby boy.
Followed by Joe Hamilton and Mike Vick, Drew Brees.
Hold on. Joe Hamilton.
Georgia Tech.
No idea. Like most people wouldn't know where Joe Hamilton went to college.
I have no idea. Who Joe Hamilton is.
Yeah.
So yeah, Joe Hamilton second. Michael Vick, Drew Brees, Chad Pennington, Peter Warwick, Sean Alexander.
Boy, did you slight some people.
Thomas Jones, LeVar Arrington.
And then here's what's funny. Here's what's really funny. Here's what's really funny and really bad.
Best Heisman class?
No, but 99 turns into 2000. Chris Winkie wins it. And come on.
Josh Heupel, Drew Brees, LaDainian Tomlinson, Damian Anderson, Michael Vick, Santana Moss,
Santana man,
Marquise Tuiasopopo. Love that name. Yeah.
And then 2001, there's a quarterback, and here's what's funny: they list him. They list him as a quarterback / receiver.
It counts. Goodness gracious. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I just looked at these stats. Hold on. Can I get real with everyone for a second?
Oh, Rico's gonna burn down the station right now.
Can I get real with everyone for a second?
He's gonna burn down the station right now.
105 completions, 189 attempts, 1,510 yards, 7 touchdowns, 10 picks.
You stupid.
Look, I'm not saying Rex Grossman should have won the Heisman because
it's Rex Grossman.
But 7 touchdowns and 10 picks. I understand. Again, most of his damage was done on the ground.
Because it's your
Tommy
boy.
Frazier had 20 plus and 4 picks.
Because it's your boy.
What? Eric. Eric.
Come into the office. Let's talk.
Eric, we need to have a talk. Husker fans. Look. I mean this with all due respect. What? Heisman voters. What? That's a good thing Heisman voting didn't come after bowl season.
No, because it was really it was like, we really did Tommy Frazier wrong.
Eric Crouch is the quarterback from Nebraska that wins a Heisman. Yeah, I knew it was Eric. Shut up, Rico. No, Eric. No. 105 completions on 189 attempts. Good completion percentage, right? 1,510 yards. Not a lot. You did a lot of running. It's okay. 7 touchdowns. 10 picks.
They're going to be so mad at you.
Eric.
Be so mad at you. Yeah.
Crouch got the lifetime achievement Heisman. Damn, Phil.
That's a great text. That's a great text.
Some of those runs he had were unreal. Yeah, so were Tommy's.
Yeah. Just pointing out, man.
Look, man. 7 touchdowns and 10 picks.
Bruh. Hilarious. Rex
Grossman, Ken Dorsey finished out the top 3 there.
Rex.
Joey Harrington, David Carr, Antoine Randall, Roy Williams, Bryant McKinney.
That was the perfect year for Eric Crouch to win the Heisman.
Dwight Freeney, Julius Peppers.
That was the perfect year for Eric Crouch.
Yeah, you're ending the top 10 with an offensive lineman and 2 defensive linemen.
The perfect year for Eric Crouch.
There was
perfect.
Time to cancel Rico. Okay, Eric, you can cancel me. If me thinking that Eric Crouch's Heisman stats as a quarterback are less than ideal is enough to cancel me.
The fact that the Heisman lists him.
Look, his running stats, fantastic. Fantastic. But the man had 7 touchdown passes and 10 interceptions. You are a quarterback. You're not a running back.
Bruh.
I understand you're running an option, whatever. You had more interceptions than touchdowns.
Bruh.
Sir.
Oh,
Sir.
We will throw it to break. I knew that this would take us down a lane that
We just had to get to 2001.
We just had to do that.
Skip right over that.
More one-on-one when we come back.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, batter. Wings, splatter, splatter, splatter. Catch all this season's baseball action at one of your neighborhood Lincoln locations. Get League of Their Own wings, burgers, nachos, and ringers while catching all the action. Stop into Wings and Rings located on O Street in Meridian Park and 40th and Old Cheney in Williamsburg Village. Or place your order online at wingsandrings.com. That's wingsandrings.com. Buffalo Wings and Rings.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Breezy but warmer conditions on the way for our Tuesday, topping out near 72. South winds could gust over 25 to 30 miles per hour. Heading into tonight, partly cloudy skies, a low down to 50. Even warmer tomorrow with an afternoon high of around 80. And once again, south winds gusting to near 30. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
Adversity introduces a man or a woman to themselves. It's easy to say, oh, have a great day when things are good. But when life happens, as we all know, adversity hits, that's when we find out who we are. It's okay to be not okay.
Sometimes we can't see the help that's there because of whatever issue.
There's athletes that are talking about mental health and just well-being and burnout right now, because in the past 2 years, if COVID has showed us anything, it showed us the importance for connection.
Weekdays from 11 to 2 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What does better service mean? At Allo, it means that you get the best fiber internet available at prices that work for you. Better service means installers who show up on time. Better service means no billing shenanigans. Better service means a real person answers the phone. If you're not paying for better service, what are you paying for? Get Allo. Get better service. Switch today at allofiber.com/better service.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and it's been a great start here to the year as 2022 new inventory continues to roll in. Our pre-owned lot remains full, and we are selling at a record pace. I was just down at Coppell talking about a new order for myself, and they let me know I could actually start ordering a 2023 here later this spring. So stop on in to get your new 2022, your pre-owned vehicle, or maybe talk about ordering here for 2023. Check them out online at coppellcars.com. You'll be glad you did.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Spring is here. Are you giving your yard the best chance at being healthy and green? Call Penner Sprinkler and Lawn to get your sprinklers ready to go for the season if they haven't been working properly. They're also scheduling installs for new sprinkler systems if you don't have one. So make sure you contact them early to get a bid as soon as possible. Plus, they're your one place to go for 5-step fertilizer and pesticide application and lawn aeration. Call Penner Sprinkler and Lawn today at 402-413-1215.
Your home should not be a zoo to unwelcomed animals. Let the experts at Bats to Rats take care of those problems. Dane has been a leader in wildlife and pest management and prevention in Lincoln and the surrounding area for 15 years. He can help you get rid of bats, rodents, and anything else. Whether it's residential or commercial buildings, schools, apartments, or churches, they're always a phone call away. Call today at 402-310-0904 or visit batstoRats.com. Bats to Rats Wildlife Control and Prevention.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Order online now from the new Wingstop located at 5001 O Street.
You're listening to One on One with DP, brought to you by Beatrice Bakery on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Eric, what is your last name on the text line?
Oh no. I didn't even put that together.
Eric. You're going after Rico pretty hard.
Eric loves me.
It is time to cancel Rico.
Look, I'm sorry that I made a discovery. I never actually looked up his stats because I just assumed, as I'm sure many other people assumed, you won the Heisman. You must have been amazing. And he was, as a running quarterback. But in the part of passing, he was okay.
Which is part of the job. 7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions are not Heisman numbers.
You win the Heisman for being the best player in college football. I get that. But those stats, man.
When you went down the list, you just went, wait a minute.
Oh, okay. Eric says you've had some terrible takes in the past, but this Eric Crouch one is at the top. I doubt that. I've had terrible takes. So why vouch for Tommy? Tommy had like 21-4.
Yeah, like
on top of his running stats.
Right.
Like he only threw for, 1,500 yards, but he had 21-4 along with rushing for, 600, 500 plus yards and however many touchdowns.
Tommy is why Crouch got the Heisman. Is that a fair statement?
Yes.
Okay. Somebody from the University of Nebraska is calling me right now.
What's up? No, answer right now and tell him to call on the air. No, do it.
Hold on here. Keep talking.
Do it. This is necessary because I've had very awful takes. I understand that.
Yes, it is.
But the thing is, I just don't like. Yes, Tyler, I agree with that. Both should have won in your opinion. Maybe just Tommy. I don't know about Eric, and I'm not trying to be rude, and I'm not trying to get canceled. And this isn't me having all of these takes, just trying to heat up the airwaves or anything like that. But again, 7 touchdowns and 10 interceptions for a Heisman winner just does not seem Heisman-esque. Yes, I'll have to look up, the rest of his stats. I'll go back right now. I'll look at the rest of his stats. His rushing stats from that year, he rushed for 1,115 yards and 18 touchdowns. And he had the 1 touchdown reception. That's cool. Great moment. That's his Heisman moment, as people would say. But I don't know, man. The 1,000 plus yards and 18 touchdowns is impressive. But I think the 7 touchdown, 10 interceptions kind of knocks that down a bit. Again, I'm not saying that Rex Grossman deserves the Heisman over Eric Crouch. I'm not saying that. But to get 162 first place votes with those passing statistics is just nuts. And I understand people are going to try and cancel me. I don't care. Nick, don't do that. I don't know where DP went. Maybe it's a very serious conversation with whoever's calling him from the university. Maybe I am getting canceled for having this one take. But I also have the take that people need to talk more about Rich Glover getting 3rd place in the Heisman. Because I did not know that. We're going to go to the Honda of Lincoln hotline. Bill is on the line. What's up, Bill? Bill? Bill's gone. There is no Bill. Bill, call back. I don't know what you were saying, but Mark was laughing. Therefore, it must have been pretty good. Is Bill back? Not Bill. How does that rate to Martinez's stats last season? Well, touche, Joe. But Martinez wasn't even in the running for a Heisman. He was nowhere close to a Heisman. In fact, he transferred. Now we've got Bill back. Hey, Bill, what's up?
Hey, Rico. Hey, I know this is a little bit different, but I want you to keep in mind, Eric Crouch might have been 7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, but Terry Bradshaw won 4 Super Bowls in the Hall of Fame, and he was 212 for 210. So it's not necessarily your touchdown interception ratio that makes you a great quarterback. It's the ability to lead. Terry Bradshaw was arguably one of the best quarterbacks of all time, and he hardly threw the ball at all.
Mm-hmm.
So just kind of throwing a bone to my buddy Eric to help him out a little bit. So.
And Bill, if you want to say, I understand that it's not all about the passing stats and it's not about the touchdown to interception ratio, as you said, but to win the Heisman is to be the best player in college football. And to be the best player in college football, I feel as if you need to have a better touchdown to interception ratio than -3.
Well, -3 is probably not good. But what were his career numbers?
This isn't a career. No, the Heisman is not a career lifetime achievement award. The Heisman is one season. At least it should be.
And I understand that, but a lot of times it is. I mean, Werfel got his because there was a lifetime achievement award for him.
And Werfel didn't deserve
off
it.
His senior season just because his senior season was okay, but it was not the best season. That year he was probably 3rd or 4th best overall player, but he still got the Heisman.
So
if you're giving it to lifetime achievements,
but here Crouch's career numbers are 29 TDs and 25 interceptions.
That's positive.
That is positive. But if you're giving it to lifetime achievement, if we're going lifetime achievement awards, I mean, Trevor Lawrence should have won it.
And I would not disagree with that. I think Trevor Lawrence should have won.
I think we're just going to have to agree to.
I can't. But also rest on the number that 48% as the completion percentage is a thing, right?
Yeah, and that's not great. In either league, that's not great.
And I'm great with Crouch getting the Heisman. It's just when you speak it out loud,
it sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, it does. I'm not belittling his.
Did he deserve it? Yes.
Yes, because
yes,
based on what was going on that year, yeah, absolutely he did. He absolutely did.
But man,
and this is another thing, and you think of this every year with different players, but every time Crouch had the ball in his hand, you were waiting for something exciting to happen because you knew something exciting was going to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that goes across the board. I mean, you guys spoke Eddie George earlier. You know, he was a great running back. Guys were tired of tackling him by the middle of the second quarter.
Yeah.
He was big, strong, dominant player. He earned that Heisman. Now, did Tommy deserve to be in the conversation? He definitely did, and he was.
Yeah.
Eddie George just edged him out that year.
Yeah.
So it's all relative. I think a lot of it's marketing with individual schools, but it's what it is. But Werfel, I'm with you guys. Werfel, still don't get 25 years later. I still don't get that. Anyway,
I don't think
you guys
anybody
have a great day. We'll talk at you later.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Bill.
Again, I'm not saying that Crouch didn't deserve the Heisman. I'm just saying that the passing statistics make you do a double take.
So to tell you, to point of reference, Tommy threw for 47 touchdowns versus 18 interceptions career. He's 47 and 18.
You want to go lifetime achievement.
47 and 18 plus the 36 TDs rushing.
You want to go lifetime achievement. That's like that. Tommy should have got it his senior year for lifetime achievement.
And they're both, again, I think both deserved it for the years that they had when they had them. But when you go back and look at it and go from 10,000 feet, without skin in the game, without being connected to the program, you would go, hey, was there ever a quarterback who won the Heisman who had 7 TDs and 10 interceptions? And to a human being across the country in just in unanimous form, they would go, no. Oh, by the way, they threw 48%. Oh, hell no. Oh, but they were Eric Crouch, and nobody
ran for 1,100 yards and 20
Right.
touchdowns or something like that.
Right. So Rashawn Jackson has joined us. He is in. He came sprinting in the door.
Yeah, early.
Heels on fire.
What's up, Rashawn?
Heels on
The
fire.
spillover is really a spillover, Rico. You really spilled the milk, Rico.
What did I do?
You went like
You just opened the Pandora's box.
I mean, am I if okay, look, 2000 we're 21 years removed from this.
18 to 20 touchdowns is here's what I tell you. Here's my take on it. Tommy should have absolutely beat Eddie George. Absolutely.
Yes.
Hands down.
Right.
Eric Crouch scored 19 touchdowns. He received a touchdown, right?
That's his Heisman number.
So let's give him 19 touchdowns to go with that 7. Okay, so now
he threw. So that's 25 touchdowns that year, plus 26. So adding the reception
with 7 picks.
So 26.
26 touchdowns.
10 picks.
10 picks.
I thought it was 7 picks.
No, 7
touchdowns.
passes.
Okay. So 26 total with the touchdown passes, right? Okay, and 10 picks. That's not bad.
I mean, that's not bad.
We're not saying it was bad.
I'm not saying, like I said,
But
I'm not
it's
saying
not
he didn't.
Heisman-ish.
I'm saying as a quarterback, look, as a quarterback, 21 years later, you go back, you look at the quarterback stats. When you think of a quarterback, this is what you're looking at. And I understand it was a different era, but you look at the guy right behind him in second place, threw for 3,500 yards, 3,800 yards.
What was their record?
Tommy had 34 touchdowns in 95. 34.
Wow.
Right, 18
to 4 picks.
And he was 18 and 6 were his numbers.
Tommy was
and
great.
He was not a passer.
You got to look at the times. You got to look at what's going on in 2001. Who the players were. Who was second in Heisman voting.
But that's
Eric,
but that's why we were going down the list. So
Rex Grossman.
how we got into this was going through former Heisman winners and number 1 picks. And when you go up and down the list of Heisman winners, what jumps out at you is some of the matchups over who won and who didn't. Now, let's just say, for the sake of argument, for the sake of discussion, right? Go to Chris Winkie the year before, 2000. 2000, right? The Chris Winkie, again, career award. This is more, hey, you've done your thing at this high level. And let's forget the fact that he was 29 years old. But but Winkie, 2000. Give the numbers. Give the rundown for the year 2000.
The rundown for the year 2000: Chris Winkie, Josh Heupel, Drew Brees, LaDainian Tomlinson, Damian Anderson are your top 5. Michael Vick's at 6.
You weren't going to give it to LaDainian because of where he played. That was pretty simple. And
he had 2,158 rushing yards, 22
2,000
touchdowns,
yards, and it wasn't enough. It
and
wasn't,
averaged 6 yards a carry.
It wasn't going to be enough. And then here's what's funny too: Winkie's numbers were so weird that if you go and search his numbers, the top of your head falls off.
He 266 for 431, 4,167 yards, 33 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions.
Slinging it around. And again, but when you look at everybody behind him, so Crouch did exactly what Crouch should do in that space. We're good with it. Just when you go back and look at it, the things you have to talk about that season. You cannot talk about Eric Crouch and his Heisman year and say how great he is without saying he threw 7 touchdowns and 10 picks. And that's not, I don't look at it as a slight. We were just kind of in awe.
I did not know that.
Like, we were kind of in awe. Like, what? This happened. So it's not.
Eric Crouch also won the Davey O'Brien. Though.
Yeah, I'm
just saying, I'm agreeing with you guys.
Right?
When you look at the grand scheme of things,
you can do that for Jason
you can
White.
do that for the O'Brien Award as well.
Right. You can do that for Jason White in Oklahoma. You go through that. You can do that for Troy Smith at Ohio State in 2006. Right? You look at the 2006 year, and that Troy Smith collected 92% of the Heisman vote.
801. Second place had 45 first place votes.
Like, dominant. And then you look at the other numbers, and you go, okay, never mind. Never mind. Like, never mind. So we'll throw it a break. We'll fully cross over here on one-on-one.
Colt Brennan in 2006.
You're hilarious. We'll be right back.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is your High School Minute.
With your Southeast Community College High School Minute, I'm Gus Cottle. Millard South baseball defeated Lincoln East 14-10 to claim first place in the Spartan Invitational. Millard West baseball defeated Elkhorn South 9-7 to win the Monarch Invitational. Lincoln Northeast baseball defeated Columbus 15-13 as Northeast Cody Bruss hit for the cycle while going 5 for 5 at the plate. Elkhorn North baseball defeated Lincoln North Star 5-0 as Ryan Harrell earned a win on the mound behind 9 strikeouts. Waverly girls soccer defeated Aurora 2-0 behind goals from Peyton Ossenkopf and Olivia Hind. Waverly boys track and field won the York Classic, where Shear from Waverly won the boys 100-meter dash and 200-meter dash with times of 10.83 seconds and 22.1 seconds respectively. This has been your Southeast Community College High School Minute. Learn more today at southeast.edu.
Dealership is searching for mechanics of all skill levels to grow with us. Landmark offers a competitive wage, full benefits package, along with paid time off within just 60 days of employment, as well as a 401k and a boot and clothing allowance. Interested in becoming a part of the Landmark difference? Apply now at landmarkimp.com/careers or contact Deanna 402-310-7561 or email careers@landmarkimp.com. That's landmarkimp.com. Landmark Implement is an equal opportunity employer.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. But our part-time service in the Army National Guard means we get to be more. When our communities are in need, we get the chance to stand up and do something about it. We get to serve in our own region and help the people we call neighbors. Whether they are in the mountains of New Mexico, the plains of Nebraska and Kansas, the ranches of Oklahoma and Texas, the farmlands of Missouri and Arkansas, or the bayous of Louisiana, we are here for our hometowns. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Nebraska Army National Guard. Aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association at this station.
Junior, hurry it up in there. Honey, he's doing it again.
Doing what again?
Practicing for American Idol in the shower. I need in there.
Well, MemberZone is offering no-fee home equity lines of credit. We could use the value of the house to
add a second bathroom? Say no more.
From adding another shower to all of life's in-betweens, you're headed in the right direction with a MemberZone home equity line of credit. Learn more at memberzonecu.org. Restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
If your home water doesn't taste right, look right, or smell right, just call Bryant for the solution to your water problem. Call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. Spring has arrived. Dust off your clubs and play the city. Lincoln City Golf Courses offer 5 different places to play, including Homes, Pioneers, Highlands, Mahoney, and the Par 3 Jim Ager course. Plus, one membership gets you access to all 5 courses, or ask about a discount card that gets you 15% off all rounds. There's also adult classes with lessons for every level with Lincoln City Golf Academy. Learn more about membership and classes today at lincolncitygolf.org.
What does better service mean? At Allo, it means that you get the best fiber internet available at prices that work for you. Better service means installers who show up on time. Better service means no billing shenanigans. Better service means a real person answers the phone. If you're not paying for better service, what are you paying for? Get Allo. Get better service. Switch today at allofiber.com/better service.
You're listening to One on One with DP, presented by Beatrice Bakery on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I'm sorry that I hurt everyone's feelings.
Oh, stop it! Where's my song at? That
you mean
we're not gonna start to cap the show off like
this. Isn't your show yet?
It's still. Oh,
yeah.
dang, I'm really early.
You are.
You the captain now. I guess you the captain now.
Ain't your show yet?
Well, you gotta chill. You gotta start yours. You gotta start yours without me. Well, you can let me know because I got a doctor's appointment. I could have got out. I could have got out.
Ain't your show
I
yet?
gotta keep you here, man.
I could have
Let
got
me,
out.
mute me.
No,
You hear this? Relax.
No. This is there.
Look, I'm sorry I hurt everybody's
Eric
feelings.
Crouch. Let me just say this. Eric Crouch is a phenomenal quarterback. What he did with his legs, and you gotta remember, Nebraska was not a passing school. Okay, we ran first, threw it second. How he won the Heisman, I don't know, but shout out to you, EC.
But he won the Heisman.
I'm good. I will continually repeat.
I'm not. I don't want people to get this twisted.
I'm not huge
saying.
Crouch fan.
I'm not saying he didn't deserve to win the Heisman.
Just
I'm
by the
not saying
numbers.
he shouldn't have got
By
the
the numbers,
Heisman.
though.
He had a fantastic season. He had a fantastic career at Nebraska. He was amazing with his legs. But when it comes to the position of quarterback throwing the ball, it was less than stellar.
Which I'm okay
Which is
with
fine.
because there are other quarterbacks that fell in line with. I mean, you can go up and down the list. That was why we were going up and down the list. We're just talking about. I mean, because 2, 3, 4 years later, it's Tim Tebow and the same discussions in play. Although Tim Tebow, as a non-thrower, threw the hell out of the ball at Florida. Like those numbers that he put in at Texas at Florida throwing the ball, exceptional.
And also, I can say this: I've never been in that position. I will never be in that position.
Here's what I don't like. I really and truly feel like this: if you're going to vote on a Heisman, wait till all games are played. Bowl games, all games play, and then you vote on who's the best.
That's what the
doesn't make
second
sense.
place guy to Johnny Rogers said.
It doesn't make sense to say, okay, this guy is the best player in college football, but we're going to exclude his last game.
So you could have those discussions about Roger Staubach, even you go back in the day, right? Guys who won. Hornig was not a thrower. He's listed as a quarterback. He was not a passer. That's not what he did. That's not how he did it or how it was built. That's not how the game was played.
If you wait,
Johnny Lujak, that's not how the game was played back then.
If you wait till after bowl games, how many Heisman winners, current Heisman winners, don't end up winning their Heisman?
Well, there was a long run. I'm old enough to remember that there's a long run of Heisman winners who won the award and then threw an absolute bomb in the
the Heisman curse. That used to be a thing.
It was the Heisman curse. It was actually a thing. So we understood that through that, and we were wrong. We mentioned Andrew Luck not winning it. He didn't win it the year we were talking about with Stanford. Remember we were talking about Stanford quarterbacks. Stanford, he won it.
Did he?
Luck won it in 2012.
No, RG3 won.
No, this is what we're talking about. Let's go through all the folks.
RG3
won it, beat him out, and then
Andrew Luck was a first overall
and then
pick.
they said the reason why RG3 won it was what he did on the ground.
Yeah, because that was the big argument, because RG3 Baylor wasn't in the national championship picture at all. They played in
a decent bowl.
They played in
no, they were earlier.
They played in a December 29th bowl game
earlier.
They played Washington, and that game was phenomenal.
Yeah. Well, it again, as it all plays out. We were just going down memory road and memory lane, and
that memory lane.
Go ahead, Manny Ripperton. Go ahead, do your thing. Right, and they said so. I mean, Ken asked the question before we go. He says, "Would you rather have Crouch win it or David Carr, who threw for 46 TDs that year?" And the answer still would have been Eric Crouch.
The Croucher.
Listen,
Listen, man, he was phenomenal with his legs.
Like I
You've
said,
never
I'm
seen
not-
a quarterback.
Like I'm saying, I'm not saying he didn't deserve to win the Heisman. I
Trucking
just did
people?
not. I did not know those were his passing
But
stats.
they did that to Michael Vick, and I felt the same way. Michael Vick, who almost single-handedly took Florida State to the woodshed.
That's true.
But they didn't do it for that very reason.
I
So,
think
all
it
right,
was Eric costing them size 16.
I'm going to hand it over to you and get on out of here. Let me go handle my personal business, and I will talk to you guys. I'll be around later today with volleyball, 6 o'clock. Hang out with me, Lexi, and Allie.